When it comes to your Bowden tube on your 3D printer, the best coupler, in my opinion, to hold on to them is still the compression fitting. Now, the compression fitting doesn't come from the 3D printing industry. It actually comes from the plumbing industry. And not too long ago, I contacted a manufacturer over in China to mass produce some fittings that could be used for the 3D printing application. Now, that being said, when these couplers work, they work great. But for some people, they just don't seem to be doing the job. Let's take a look. Here's a review from Amazon on the webpage where I sell these fittings. That is unacceptable. But, believe it or not, it's a very easy fix. Alright guys, I'm going to show you a before and after of these components. This is going to be a standard brass ferrule, no modifications to it whatsoever. And I'm going to demonstrate this one to the points of failure. So we're screwing it on to my BMG extruder, because that's where we're going to get a lot of tug and pull. And I'm going to tighten it as far as that grub screw in there will let me tighten it. Because if I keep going, this little metal part right here is just going to turn. And, you know, stock. It's not bad. But these things can push with an immense amount of force, especially if you're starting to experience a slight clog. So if we really tug on it, it can come loose. But not to worry. With a simple modification of that ferrule, we can change the equation so that way we don't lose grip ever again, hopefully. Now, the hardest part of this entire thing is just not dropping this stupid little brass ferrule, because in order to do this, it's helpful to have a small vise or something to hold the ferrule in place. Let me show you what I mean. Now that we got our ferrule held in place, we're going to take a file and we're going to use the edge of the file to cut some grooves into it. Just like that. We take it out. You can see our grooves, and we're just going to flip it 180 degrees and do the same exact thing, hopefully without dropping the ferrule. All right, we take our file. We do the same thing to the other side. Now, our brass ferrule looks a little something like this. We got grooves on both sides, and these grooves are going to dig in by bending inward into the Bowden tube. So now we'll take the same Bowden tube, the same cap, our modified ferrule. It already wants to start gripping on me, but that's okay. Slide it over. Put it in our BMG. Get it hand tight. Take our wrench and torque it down. Again, I can't get it past a certain torque because the grub screw that holds the assembly in place will just turn. And now we've got a very tight connection. Again, can swing it around, all that good stuff, but now if I grip it, a little bit of a sliver there from the metal, but it's in there, and it's in there pretty good. So that is the modification we need to fix this issue of slipping. All right, well then the solution seems simple. Just get the brass ferrules manufactured with 2 little slits on them. 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. Easy. Except it's not. I've contacted over 10 different manufacturers over in China that make brass ferrules, and none of them seem to be capable of doing this little modification in mass quantities. I've even contacted Microswiss, my trusty go-to for anything weird and wacky with 3D printers, and although they've expressed some interest in the idea, they're currently too busy working on other plans to entertain this concept at the moment. So, for the time being, if you have one of these couplers and you're experiencing issues with it, try this little hack and see if it works. Report back to me and tell me what you think. If it does work, awesome. If not, we gotta go back to the drawing board and figure out something better, because Bowden tube slippage is honestly just the worst. And if you happen to know a manufacturer who'd be willing to modify these ferrules and sell me a few thousand of them so that I could put them in my kits to ensure my customers get a good quality product, let me know. I've sold hundreds of these couplers, and the vast majority of people that use them seem to love them. But I get it. Sometimes we drop the ball and QA doesn't work as intended. I admit, when I have hundreds of these and I am just one single individual boxing, bagging, tagging, shipping, handling requests for support and making videos on the subject, all of that, I'm just a one-man band trying to make the world a little easier for the 3D printing industry. It's a lot for one guy to do. So, if we can work together to make this whole thing that we like to enjoy, called additive manufacturing, an easier place for people to come in and just do a drop and swap modification that will increase the quality of life for so many individuals with cheap printers, then by golly, we should do something about it. So here's hoping I can find some manufacturer that is willing to do this on scale, because doing these by hand individually, not a big deal if you're just one guy doing it for yourself. Doing it for hundreds and hundreds of kits to sell on Amazon, that is a different ballgame entirely. So, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys get some good prints out of this little modification, and hopefully we make this industry just a little bit more user-friendly.